Hello guys, this is your boy Namari here, back at it with another video here to bring y'all What If Female Naruto Was a Purple Flash, Part 4. Now last part we left off was basically Naruto talking to her team and stuff about her time chamber, and also how she can like summon some of the most powerful, like summon a powerful Nara and Aburame. So yeah. Uh, so basically I'm gonna skip the training. And so, no. I'm gonna say their training mainly had to do with Taijutsu against Asuma. Asuma also gets stronger as he's fighting Naruto, who is actually at low Jonin level, but due to not having experience, he's very weak. And so basically, like it's Gina, but now due to fighting Asuma, and also Asuma asking her if he can bring in different Jonins to test, just to test her strength and stuff. And Asuma nods and Naruto nods her head, and so she's used to fighting different people and stuff. So now Asuma's just thinking, I don't even want to do D rank missions with y'all. We're gonna probably go straight to C rank. C rank's just to start us off, and y'all do need to get y'all first kill. And so when they walk inside the mission room, and Hiruzen's there with Aruka, and Osmond then goes, he goes, Father, you already know the training we did. I literally sent you messengers by summons while we're inside that time chamber. And may I say, they are already Johnny level and strength wise. They just need the experience. So, I want a C rank mission. And Aruka's like, what? No, they just became Jenny. They don't need to do these type of missions yet. They're not ready. This is where Asuma says, Aruka, in that time chamber of Narcos, and you don't know about this, but 2 days in there is 6 years outside in the real world. And Aruka's like, wait, did you just say 2 days in there? I mean, 2 days in there is actually 6 years? And Ozma goes, yes, they have gotten stronger. Like, do you not see how, do you not feel that aura? And Erika's like, I mean, I do. They do have an aura of strength on them, but I don't know. Can they even fight me? See, and Ozma goes, I have invited 7 strong Jonins, even Kakashi, and they have given Kakashi a run for his money, and that is solo. Imagine them put together. Jesus, like, they got a Sunnings, but just not as strong, and all don't have Sunning contracts. And Narco, don't even get me started on her. And also, Nazuma found out Shikamaru and Shino's chocolate nature, and Shino and Narco had started dating. They even went on. They did do like a few things together, like kiss and cuddle and stuff like that. Nothing too out of place. And so yeah. So this is where Narco then says, I mean, I wouldn't mind a CRM mission. It doesn't really have to be too taxing on us. It doesn't really matter to us anyway. And same with Shino and Shikamaru. They go, yeah. But Shino has the affinity of earth and fire. Shikamaru has the affinity of water and water. I'm going to give him the affinity of water and lightning. So yeah. And they know respectable jutsus. And Narco, she's also a very good medic. Like, she didn't really need all that much training from Tsunade. She just and Narco sent a clone to Tsunade, and the clone would tell Tsunade about this. And basically, so she's also like, she's a very good medic. She's like a master in her field. She's also made a few seal tags to improve stuff, and she made a bracelet to help her track her stats and stuff. Same with her teammates. And so basically, she also has a few other fluent user projects. She's also got into blacksmith, and she started to make her own inventions. Yes, she's going to be making stuff. She asked her reason to basically make a factory for her. She will pay him, and also to extend the property walls of the village. And Horizon goes, why should we do that? This is what she says. One, we're going to need more space for the stuff I'm going to bring in. It's going to help the military and, support of the village and stuff. Harrison, he will say, okay, I'll trust you. So basically, he'll have the wall, like blown up and stuff. Everybody be scared because they think we're under attack. But Horizon would have told sent out ambos to tell them don't worry about the walls and stuff. They're going to be expanding the village for military purposes. And so, Narco will have a bunch of shadow clones help rebuild the walls, and she will make it about like I'm gonna say 6 acres more village space for them, which they don't come in contact with any small villages until then yet. And so basically, Narco would then go, okay, and she basically have her factory built, her have the factory built. She also have a way for them to get to the coastline very quickly, and in those factories, she'll make different type of stuff that Harusa is like doesn't even know how it works. All he knows is that you need chakra to make it move. Like it uses certain type of chakra that's put into it, but it will not last all day. It can last like a few hours at most. Harusa then actually says, "Narco, what is this?" And Narco goes, "Okay, so this right here is what I call a fighter jet." And yes, I literally mean a jet. And Harrison goes, holy shit. He goes, oh, do I even want to know? And Harrison goes, nope, you don't. And Harrison goes, why don't I want to know? This is where she says, well, when a fighter jet, just know that it can blow shit up. It has a very strong, I guess you can say explosive tags, even though it's not really explosive tags. And he looks at it and goes, oh, Lord. She then says, well, to be honest, I need you to get all of your Ambu members here, stat. And Hurzin goes, alright. And basically, he will summon all of his Ambu. Now, why that happened, she didn't explain. She says, alright, any Sentry Ambus, I need you to step forward. And so, I'm going to say the Ambus is split up into 6 categories. So, 1/6 of the category of Ambus will step up. She says, okay, all of you, this is what I call a watchtower, or a radar tower, actually, is what she's going to say. In this radar tower, as you can see, it senses chakra. And also, if so, it's in the air or on ground, it will tell you. If it's triangles that looks like a bird, that means tangles in the air, or people in the air flying towards the village. If it shows triangles, or if it shows like circles on the bottom, that means people. And it will give you a head count of what's there and what's coming, like how many's there and stuff over here, because it'll show like it has numbers of people coming and all that. She then says, also right here, she points to the she'll basically point to the other sorry. She also points, she says, this is also a way for you to let the Hokage know that attack is coming towards us and we need to prepare. And basically this one means air attack and that one means ground attack. Also, if there's a summon, you see right here, it will show you that what summon is coming to attack us, and you gotta press that button right there to let them know it's a summon coming. And then she says, alright, now I need those that's on the wall defense to please come. And the ones on the wall defense will follow her. She will then take them to the weapons on the walls. Now she goes, now these wall weapons takes chakra. And the better chakra control you have, the easier it's gonna be. And also, well, no, she's gonna say the more chakra you have, the more damage it's going to do. And also, it has 2 modes. If you put in a lot of chakra, it will shoot a very much laser beam. But if you put in a little mini chakra, it'll shoot like chakra. Just say like chakra bullets, I guess. Yeah, chakra bullets. And so she says, whatever it comes in contact, it basically blows up. And yes, these and she then says I'll use the one for the launcher or the laser. If there is I would say I'll use the laser if there's a summon. But if there's like a whole army, use the chakra bullets. And Damu would nod his head, and she then says, also I'll have the sentry ninjas would basically whatever side the sentry ninjas who will pick up the enemies, it will tell you where to look on the gun automatically. Then she says, all right, front line fighters in this. She's gonna say support. Please step forward. And basically all the support Ambuso stuff for it. Same with the frontline fighters. She'll make a clone to go with the frontline fighters. She then says, okay, frontline fighters, these are what I call chakra guns. Now in this one, if she shows the sniper, RPGs, machine guns and stuff like that, she goes, this is chakra guns, which means they take chakra bullets. You need to put chakra into the guns to shoot bullets, depending on the gun. And this one, if she points to all the automatics, she say you just keep a constant chakra going into it. It doesn't take that much, but it will shoot multiple bullets very quickly. Depending on how much chakra you have, it depends on how much bullets will be shot. And just so you have a notice on it, yes, it does have a little kickback, so you will have to train in this. And she then says, "Oh, scout," and so basically, she said the sentries and defense unit. Don't forget to practice using those weapons. Of course, I have a a sound suppress still on for now, but for later. But eventually, I'm gonna take it off. And so there we go. Okay, and then the whole guy goes, yes, I also suggestion that y'all do practice with these. And she then says, over there is the training ground for you. Then she says, all right, support, please follow me. She then shows on to where the planes are mainly used for support. She says, these are for you guys that are that's going to be pilots. Now, it doesn't matter what chakra you have. It doesn't matter because it will automatically take one chakra. It will make all the chakra you put in automatically one chakra. This right here is to make you deliver supplies. So you can either be on the boat, on a plane, or in those type of trucks. And they say, and then she says, in order to drop the plane's supplies, you see this button right here. She said you'll press it, and you'll pull this lever. It will make all the supplies drop on our side once you get the chance to. It will put an automatic, what I call a parachute, which will let it glide down. She'll then points to the She'll then point and says, and also it has a cloaking genjutsu cell on it, so that way no one can pick it up. It doesn't matter if you have a Sharingan or not. And Hiruzen goes, Naruto, when did you come up with this idea? She says, I came up with it in the 6 years that I was mainly used to build, to build strength and also ideas. Which is why I'm not as strong as I really should be. I should be at least high cage level. Well, no, I should be at least very high Sunny or SS rank. That's what I'm gonna say, but I'm not due to me also coming up with ideas, and to also help Shino and Shikamaru mainly with their training. This is where good. Alright. This is where Naruto then says, Hokage something, man. I asked you to get the So you're gonna say, man, I actually get your most skilled fighters, like the Anbu level, and also the Fuinjutsu fighters as well. And then Harrison goes, yes, I will go grab those real quick. And he made a clone to go with both squads. He then says, the rest of y'all follow me. And so they do. This is where Narco says, all right, all of you that are skilled are Fuinjutsu fighters, this is your jobs. You're going to be the main pilots in like for the Air Force and also for the Tank Force. Now, also, some of you will be on these tanks that has Fuinjutsu skills on them. And you will need to learn these skills because you will be basically helping the medics. Yes, the medics also are with the support units, of course. And they say you will be the main ones protecting the medics to get back behind base, or if you're the better skilled in fighting, like if you're Fujitsu, get on this side. And all the Fujitsu got on the side, which is where she says you're going to be the support team of the medics that also make sure they don't get killed in combat by having these type of force field shields and stuff that are powered by Fuinjutsu, and that they will learn the Fuinjutsu once you teach them to them. To always change them, no matter what, and it's gonna be mandatory. And there's also gonna be books for newer recruits, so they will learn it as well. So it then says, for you that's are skilled, you're gonna be the main ones driving these tanks that are attacking. Yes, you will need to learn how to drive them. So I will be guiding everyone through. I don't care who you are. You will learn how to drive them. You will learn how to shoot the weapons and everything. You will also be tasked of learning these new special training equipment I have here. These are diving suits. These are good for using underwater warfare, and also if we had to get on the go against the mist, I have our own special unit, which are what these submarines are here for, and also these battleships. And they're all just looking. This is where Naruto goes. Yes, I know. I used a lot of money for this. Okay, and I have a factory that's producing all of these metals and stuff. And also, since I do have a Keiken Genkai that can control metal, just think about it. I'm sorry about that. I can make my own metal, and it's very strong. It's very dense chunk of metal. So it will take 40 S-rank juices to destroy it. So if I find out that somehow one of my ships gets destroyed and the onboard members and so do survive, you will have a lot of explaining to do. Why the hell you tank 40 different types of juices? And this is where Horizon goes. I will say the only way that happens if like someone does have that much. And I doubt anyone has that much chakra other than Tail Beast. If a Tail Beast does show up in the field, then she says, well, I have a machine that's mainly going to be used by you Hokage somewhere in the future Hokage for if they do have to go against the Tail Beast again. And everything goes, what is that? She then points to this big giant Titan like war machine or like just big Titan thing, right? And it's like a big robot, and she says only you can go in it or the Hokage. Due to I'm gonna give you this. You give this to any and also I'm gonna be the main one holding it. So put your chakra into it. And so she does, and she then says any future Hokage will get this machine in order to control in the next battles. And then if anyone does try to take it from me, they will die unless they're part of my clan or they have the seals that I give them to go and use it. She then says also any books and stuff here cannot be copied down or can't be taken. And the reason why I say that is because of the Fuinjutsu. So you had to be authorized by the Hokage also to be put in these fields. And the Hokage will select too, and they will have to come see me. And also, I have made my compound out here as well, Hokage-sama, to make sure everything goes well. And I have a time chamber in each training ground to make it where for them 6 years is 1 year here. So like you can have them train. I mean not 1 year, but it's like 1 day here. Like that's outside the time chamber. But if you want to, you can have them train here for a long time. Go for rotations, and there's a bunch of food. There's a bunch of sleeping areas and stuff for them. And this is where Horizon goes. All right, I do think that's a good idea. And she then says, okay, that's great. And then she says, well, Hokage-sama, I'm going to go get some rest. I will let you assign who trains and stuff and who does what. If you do think that you have a full regular Jonins that you want a part of this task force, you might want to come see me first. And Horizon goes, I most likely will. Don't worry about that part. But Naruto, good job on making all of this for the village. And thank you for also making sure that our village would be stronger. She just says that's no problem, Hokage-sama. You can also thank the random American that is what he called himself. And from what he says, we're in a different region called what they give Japanese. And Horizon goes, wait, what do you mean? She then says, well, there's other places out here in this world. And to be honest, we're less, we're like not as much technology as them. They have what they call stronger weapons. No, I'm gonna say he's from a different universe, or not universe, but dimension. And there's like different dimension of Japanese, and they're just in a less technology version. And due to her being a Shinigami summoner and Kami summoner, she was able to summon people from different universes or different dimensions, which is why she's able to get all of these ideas. And was able to use them with Fuinjutsu to compensate for the lack of stuff they have. This is where she then says, oh, and Hokage-sama, I have a few technologies and stuff I'm going to be bringing to this village very soon. And it will be a lot easier on you on these paperwork. And this is where he goes, wait, for real? Shizune says, yes. I'm gonna make laptops, and then I guess you could say internet, so and stuff like that. And this makes her and go, wow. He goes, for real? He goes, and she goes, yes. It'll be very slow at first, but hopefully we can get it up and running very quickly. She then says, I will need to find civilians outside the village, which I probably will, in order to run this stuff in our in the fire country, like not fire country, but in the hidden leaf. And basically, that would happen. It took her like a year to do that, and to get like the entire internet stuff running and stuff. And Haruzen, basically, he has like multiple laptops and stuff, and like, well, no, he has multiple monitors, and basically each one of them are on a document in their own Google Docs. Or no, I'm gonna say they're on like some type of page and stuff she makes. So I'm not even gonna use Google Docs. She makes her own little name for the stuff. I'm gonna say the cage work. That's what I'm gonna call it. So yeah, and so Haruzen's like, thank you Naruto for making this so much easier on me. And this is when the Chunin exam is gonna roll around for the Leaf, because the Leaf is gonna decline of holding it this year, saying that they actually have a few renovations to do in the village and that they don't have the time and requirements to hold the Chunin exams. So Narco teams gets a lot of experience this year, and basically they are a high Jonin level in reality. Team 7 and 8 are like high, mid tuning level due to their sensei not really training them like they should. Well, no, Kurenai's team is gonna be trained very well, but Kakashi's team's not that much due to Kakashi trying to train them. But Sasuke is very arrogant, and he's trying to get stuff that's not released to regular ninjas, or like trying to get stuff from the Anbu level ninjas. And also he heard about how, matter of fact, I'm gonna make Naruto and stuff, missions and records and stuff, and very known out throughout the village of a getting team that's able to do A rank and B rank missions. And Sasuke, he tries to challenge them and try to get them to teach them everything they know. And also, Naruto has given her own teammate some very strong weapons, and Sasuke's been trying to take it from them, but he can't for some weird reason. And he tried to get the councils to give them for Team 8 to give him their weapons, but the Hokage denied it very quickly and said that Sasuke does not have permission of Naruto, which is the creator of those weapons, to get them. And if anyone does try to force her to give him the weapons or try to give him the weapons, will be executed immediately. And Sasuke goes, why can I not get him? I'm the Elastic Chia. I needed to kill my brother. And he then says, Narco, make me a weapon. I understand you make these now. Make me one. And I'll give you the fame of the Uchiha clan. I will marry you and give you as many kills as you want. And Naruto goes, no. And he pulls out his pistol. He puts it at Sasuke's head. He goes, ask my girlfriend that again, and I will kill you. And the other clan heads are like, what? She goes out with an Aburame instead of a Hyuga? It's basically how she's thinking. And same with the other clan heads, because well, the other clans don't really care, but the Hyuga clan is like, how she's hard pressed about it, because his clan, after hearing how strong Naruto is from Hashi and some of the Hyuga branch members that are joining that were talking about it, they're just thinking like, the hell is what Hashi's thinking, like, oh, this is gonna be such a hard move for me, for my clan. And the Arami clan, then she says, she says Shibi-sama. And Shibi then goes, don't call me that. You can just call me Shibi. He said in like a very monotone voice. She then says, well, I kind of made some upgrades to Shino's bugs. I was wondering if your clan would like those. And he goes, sure. Can you take us to? I'll bring my clan members with me if you want to just show us what it is, and I'll let my clan members decide if they want them. She just says, okay. And the other clan heads and stuff, they're like, some of the elders, they're like, we should know everything that Naruto makes, and we demand to know. And that's what some of the, and also some of the civilian member skills. We also demand her to hand over any documents or anything that can be used to us, the civilian council. And Narco looks at him like, "Are you an idiot?" And hers is like, you do know she's protected by clan laws, right? And hers, they're like, "What clan?" Then she said the Uzumaki, Namikaze. Like, you tell me. And they're just pale. She then says, "Oh, and I don't know if you know this, but my godmother's here in the village. I mean, she can't be in the council meeting right now because she's doing a very, very good surgery and stuff for some other members that got injured in their last mission due to the support team kind of being forced to back up from different villages, even though it shouldn't have happened due to the training and stuff they should have had. It is where Harrison says, "Oh, I have the mission report for you, Narco, so you can go through it and tell me what you think happened." She then says, "Most likely if something that happened, I'll say that it was from the lack of information. And I have a new plane that I need to make soon. It's gonna be, I guess, what you could say, a plane sent in the sky to detect any enemies if there's any ambush or anything, and we can send that out as a support unit for every squad we send on the mission." And everybody's like, "What? What do you mean?" And well, Horizon goes, "Can you explain further on this?" That no one knows. And she goes, "Well, in this plane, what it basically does is that it's going to track down any string, like any chakra signature, and any the one that it finds. So what it will do is that it'll let you know who's ever flying the plane in the Sentinel. I'm gonna make a pilot in the Sentinel, or not Sentinel, but Sentry, um, on the plane, and so they're gonna detect the chakra signatures, um, with the radar, and basically whatever pops up, they will be able to notify the ground assault. I have made a radio that basically can go from anywhere. The plane is gonna be camouflaged as well, but it will take me a few days to get it fully built and tested before getting it used to for Ambus. Or she's not gonna say you for days, but a few weeks. And Horizon goes, "All right, I will be suspending your team from doing missions until you get that done. I'll also be having the Aburami clan over, and I'll make sure they're escorted there to the place. It's you did explain the expand our walls for 5 acres. And thank you for also getting there, setting up some hotels for us here in the village and some very more expensive dinery. I do not know where you find those top shelves at, but hey, be my guest. Don't be my guest." She goes, "Well, I mean, I am very well known now in every country for not just from my skills and stuff." She has a approach caution before fighting. Fighting, even though she's in the rank is getting, and everybody's thinking that the Hokage is crazy for not promoting her. But they're thinking he's probably going to use her for the tuning exam. So they're going to have to send a few very strong people for the next tuning exam that's going to happen in a few months. I'm going to say in a month, actually. And Horizon then says, "Oh, and make sure your team is ready." And Ozma then says, "Oh, Ozma, your team's going to be put in tuning exams. I don't really give a fuck what you got to say." And Ozma's like, "Damn, father. Like, come on." And also, Ozma, I'm gonna give Ozma, like, he's gonna be an expert in dual pistols, and he likes those better than any other weapon. And so Ozma's known. Ozma's gun can also channel wind chakra and fire chakra, like in each gun. So basically, he's kind of known as he's gonna be known as Blaze, Blaze of the Fire Knight. Yeah. And so yeah. Also, I forgot what it's called. The group that Ozma served in, the Daimyo Guardians or whatever it's called, or the Fire Guardians. I think I don't know what it's called, but they have also gotten weapon stuff from Naruto due to the Daimyo requesting some. Of course, he paid for it. Also, he did say, "I'll give you any favor." So she took that deal. All right, guys, I'll be leaving that off here. If you do like, leave a comment, leave a like. Peace.